Welcome to another week of On the Road into the Stars. For this final segment of 2024, I am bringing inspiration for the new year with hikes you need to add to your bucket list in 2025. Up first is the Big Basin Prairie Preserve, which is managed by the Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. It spans over 1,800 acres of native mixed grass prairie in the Red Hills. This unique landscape features rolling hills and small canyons. Two distinct basins, Big Basin and Little Basin, add to the area's geological appeal. Big Basin is a mile-wide, 100-foot deep depression with nearly vertical walls and scattered ponds that hold rainwater temporarily. U.S. Highway 283 divides the basin, with most of it lying within the preserve and a small part privately owned. Nearby, Little Basin measures about 280 yards across and 35 feet deep. Within it lies St. Jacob's Well, an 84-foot-wide permanent pond rumored to be bottomless and inhabited by blind fish, although research has shown it to be 58 feet deep with no such features. Both Big and Little Basin were formed by solution subsidence, a geological process where water dissolves underground minerals, causing surface layers to sink. This process continues today, with new depressions occasionally forming in Little Basin. Next up is Cimarron National Grassland, managed by the U.S. Forest Service. It is one of 20 national grasslands in the country, spanning over 108,000 acres across Morton and Stevens counties in southwestern Kansas. It is the largest public land area in the state and the only one under Forest Service management. Visitors to the grassland encounter diverse landscapes, from rugged rock cliffs and cottonwood groves to open grassy fields dotted with yucca and sagebrush. The area's elevation ranges from 3,150 to 3,540 feet, and the Cimarron River supports native grasses and riparian vegetation that change with the seasons. Severely impacted by the Dust Bowl drought of the 1930s, the land was in poor condition when the federal government began restoration efforts in 1938, acquiring land that would become Cimarron National Grassland in June 1960. Today, it is managed to support wildlife, water conservation, livestock grazing, recreation, and minerals production. Public and private lands intermingle, so visitors should be mindful of property boundaries and respect private lands. The grassland attracts many visitors who come to birdwatch, drive scenic routes, hunt, picnic, camp, fish, and explore the area's historical features. Lastly, one of my favorite hikes in the state, the Rocktown Hiking Trail, is located in the western part of Lucas Park at Wilson Lake. It is a 3-mile loop trail that begins and ends at a parking lot access area on the east side of Rocktown. The 305-acre area has been registered as a Kansas Natural and Scientific Area by the Kansas Biological Survey in agreement with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The area is characterized by rolling hills with shallow sandy soils, steep slopes along the valley wall, and rock outcroppings. Massive red sandstone rock formations rise 15 to 30 feet above the ground and give the visual impression of a city skyline, hence the name Rocktown. For more information or for other trails in Kansas, head to travelks.com, thanks to Do, and to our Parks and Nature pages. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next year in 2025.